This is your science book, and all students, as I have given you the home task to read the unit brain and find out the new words, I hope you have done. Here are some new scientific terms which are present in your unit, and this is your unit number 2, the brain, and the page number 8 and page number 9. You can see the diagram of the brain on your book or screen, page number 8 and page number 9. You can also the diagram of the brain. Now find out the new scientific term. You can see on your screen. So spell it. One is brain. Second is cerebrum. Cerebrum. Third is cerebellum. Third is cerebellum. The fourth is medulla. The fourth one is medulla. The fifth is spinal cord. Spinal cord. Neurons. Neurons. And skull. These all are the new scientific terms we have found in this chapter. I hope you all are underline these scientific words in your book. Okay. Are you listening clearly, students? Okay. Now, before starting the unit, let's play a quick game. Are you ready, students? Okay. Have a look on your screen. Here are some pictures. Look carefully and try to remind them. Let's see how many pictures you can remember. Okay, here are some pictures. Look on your screen. Try to remind them. I will give you the 1 minute. How many pictures you can remember? Yes, students, it is a quick game. Hurry up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Yes, students. How many pictures you remember? 10, 20, or 6? Okay. Now think about that. Which body organ helps you to remind things? Which organ helps to perform the simple tasks like the picking up of a pencil or the difficult task like the solving a puzzle? Okay. Yes, you are right. Our brain. Now, move to the next slide. What is the brain? Our brain is the control center of the body. It is very delicate and amazing organ. It makes us to solve some. We can see, we can hear, we can do physical activities, and we can smell, we can taste, we can talk, we can dance, we can think, we can respond, we can draw, and we can take a decision. It is because of our brain. You can see the different pictures around the brain. We can solve the sum. We can see. We can hear the music. We can do the physical activities. We can smell. We can talk or the taste. We can talk. We can dance. We can think. We can take the decision. We can draw. We can hear. The more activities we can do with the help of the brain. So what is the brain? The definition of the brain is very delicate, important and amazing organ of our body. It makes us think, reason, learn new things, take the important decision, and respond to what happened in our surrounding. Look at this picture. Brain is control center of the body. So this is our brain. If we touch a cup of ice or the warm water, smell mango, perfume or onion, taste the sweet or the lemon, hear the sound of a bell or a whistle. Brain recognize and remember when we touch an object. The brain sends signals informing them whether the object was hot or cold. The brain is organ that is responsible for our five senses. Do you know the five senses? Yes, the five senses. Thoughts, movements, and the actions. The brain is the main organ of the body, but it cannot do the job alone. The nervous system connects the messages from the brain to the rest of the body so we can do actions such as walk, talk, think, feel, and breathe. Students, the nervous system is the information highway that control the everything we do, and the brain is the boss of the body. You know, students, the brain is the boss of the body. Okay, what is the shape of the brain? Move to the next slide. How does the brain look like? Do you like walnut? Very tasty dry fruit. And I think if you have in this time, observe the walnut. Our brain seem like look like our walnut. Its color is pinkish gray. Observe the walnut and the brain. You observe that it seem look like the walnut. If you have in this time walnut, you can observe that. Okay, this is the brain picture and this is the picture of the walnut. You can see this is same like at the brain. How does it how does it feel like? In Eduladha, you observe that if you touch the brain, if you touch the brain, observe that it is very soft and squishy, juicy. And if you see the picture, brain has many folds and creases. You can observe that the brain has many folds and creases. So, how does it look like? The brain is look like a walnut and its color is pinkish gray. And how does it feel like? If I touch the brain, you can observe whenever you touch the brain of sheep or goat, you observe that it feels soft and squishy. And brain has the many fold and creases. In this picture, you observed it. Where is brain located? In three pictures, you can observe that where is the location of the brain. Yes. Do you observe this? Okay. Now touch your head. Okay, student, touch your head. Hurry up. You feel a hard bone on your head. It is called a skull. It is called a skull. 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 It is the bone where the brain is located. It is inside the head. So when we talk about the where is the brain located, it is located inside the head and protected by the bone is called skull. You can see in this picture where is the location of the brain. In this picture, you can also observe that where is the location of the brain. Okay. Now, what is neuron? What is neuron and what is its function? Our brain is made up of nerve cells called neuron. About 100 billion neurons make the brain, and all the neurons are linked together to control the body activities. So, how the brain is made? Brain is made by the cells, nerve cells, it is called the neurons. And how many neurons made the brain? The 100 billion neurons are made the brain. What is the function of the neuron? All the neurons are linked together to control all the activities of the body. If one time they die, they cannot be replaced. One more thing about the neurons, the brain cells need neurons, nerve cells need blood and oxygen to keep their work efficiently. Otherwise, they may die. If the brain cells are damaged, they cannot be regrown. And also they cannot be replaced if they die. Students, in daily observation, you ever listen that in the road accident, if the person do not wear the helmet and have a severe injury with their head, their brain stop working because of brain cells damage. All working has stopped. So, students, take care and avoid the head injury. Okay? I hope you understand about the neurons. Parts of the brain. How many parts of the brain? Brains are divided into the three main parts. Different parts of the brain do different jobs. The one is cerebrum. The one is cerebrum. The second part is cerebellum. And the third part is medulla or the brain stem. Now, the cerebrum control the voluntary action, cerebellum control the voluntary action, and medulla or the brain stem control the involuntary action. One question comes in our mind, what is the voluntary action and what is the involuntary action? The voluntary actions are those which we control them, like the jumping, like the walking, like the reading. And involuntary action, they do their work automatically, like the digestion, like the respiration. So, the parts of the brain are three. The brain are divided into the three parts, the cerebrum, the cerebellum, and the medulla, and also called the brain stem. First, we will discuss about the cerebrum. What is the cerebrum? It is topmost and the largest part of the brain. It's divided into vertically into two halves. It controls our voluntary action like thinking, feeling, decision making, reading, listening, seeing, and the ability to differentiate between the taste and smell. Be able to touch and feel texture of the things. we also able to remember things due to this part of the brain. So, what is the cerebrum? Cerebrum, topmost largest part of the brain, divided into the vertically two halves and control our voluntary action like the reading, like the thinking, like the solving sums, and like the senses. We feel the senses, and like the reading. So cerebrum control these actions, learning, memory, thinking, reasoning, consciousness, perception, sensations, feelings. Students, the cerebrum is divided into the two halves you can see in this picture, the left side and the right side. The right half of the cerebrum control the left side of the body, and the left half of the cerebrum control the right side of the body. If the pupil who has injured one side of the brain lost control of the part on the opposite side, you can see in this picture the left side of the cerebrum is affected, the right side of the body is affected. So, the right half of the cerebrum control the left side of the body, and the left half of the cerebrum control the right side of the body. If someone gets a stroke in the left hemisphere of the brain, the right side of the body stops working. This is the cerebrum. Okay, I hope you understand that. The second part of the brain is cerebellum. Student, second part is cerebellum. It is located below the cerebrum and above the medulla. It helps us in running, walking, jumping, and many more physical activities in which the muscles are involved. Means is control the balance and the movements of joints. And which type of the action this control? Yes, voluntary actions, because we control them. We can run with our choice. We do the exercise when we want. We dance when we want. We sit when we want. So the cerebellum control all the activities which the muscles are involved. Second part, cerebellum, located below the cerebrum and above the medulla, control the balance and the movement of the muscles and joint, and helps to perform the physical activities. Physical activities and all the activities mean the voluntary actions. So this is the two parts we have discussed about that. Parts of the brain, there are the three parts: cerebrum, cerebellum, medulla, and brain stem. The first we have discussed cerebrum, which controls the learning, memory, thinking, reasoning, consciousness, and the many more activities, the five senses. The second part, cerebellum, which control all the physical activities which are involved the muscles. Tomorrow we have discussed about the medulla. If we discuss about the cerebrum, it is divided into the vertically two halves, and the left side of the cerebrum controls the right side, and the right side controls the left side. Or if someone gets a stroke in the left hemisphere of the brain, the right side of the body stop working. Now, today what we have learned, brain is control center of the body. What is the location of the brain? It is located inside the head and protected by the bone is called skull. How the brain is made? The nerve cells which make up the brain are called neuron. And how many parts of the brain? There are the three parts of the brain: the cerebellum, and medulla. Okay, students, this is our lecture today, and what we can do in our homework task. Yes, do question number 1 of exercise C from page number 11 in science copy. What is the question number 1 of exercise C? The question is, you can see the page number 11. What is neuron? How does it function? You can see the answer on the page number 8. Now the exercise number A and B from the page number 11 is column matching and circle the correct answer. Okay, now recall all the terms through this true and false statement. So test yourself. Are you ready? Okay. What is the answer of this first statement? Test yourself, students. Okay. The cerebrum is located below the cerebellum. It is true or false? Brain feels soft and squishy. The cerebellum is largest part of the brain. The cerebellum. Students, the cerebellum is largest part of the brain. Brain is protected by the bone is called skull. And the last statement about the 10 billion neurons make up the brain. So test yourself how you get it. I'm going to revise all the terms. If anybody joined late, what is the brain? Brain is very delicate, important, and the amazing organ of our body. It makes us the think, reason, singing, eating, take the decision, hearing, and almost all the activities. And we can say that the brain is the boss of the body. How does the brain look like? The brain look like the walnut, and its color is pinkish gray. You can see the many folds and creases. You can observe the sheep or goat brain in Eid al-Adha. Where is the location of the brain? The location of the brain is inside the head and protected by the bone is called skull. You touch your head, you feel the skull. In this picture, you can observe that where is the location of the brain. How the brain is made? The nerve cells make up the brain, and these cells are called the neuron. About the 100 billions of the neurons make up the brain. And what are the function of the neurons? All the neurons are linked together to control all the activities of the body. And it is the specialty of the neurons. They can't be replaced if they die. How many parts of the brain? There are the three parts of the brain, the cerebellum, and the medulla. And you know very well the voluntary action, involuntary actions. So the cerebrum control all the voluntary action, cerebellum control the voluntary action, and the medulla control the involuntary action. Tomorrow we will discuss about the medulla. Cerebrum is the topmost part of the brain. It is divided into the two parts. Vertically, it is divided into the two parts, and it controls the senses, learning, memories. If the left side of the cerebrum stop working, the right side of the body stop working. So it means that the right side of the cerebrum control all the left side of the body control. The second part is cerebellum. What is the location of the cerebellum? Look, it is located below the cerebrum and above the medulla. What is the function of the cerebellum? It's control the balance and the movement of the muscles and joint. It means that all the physical activities which the muscles are involved controlled by the cerebellum. So this is our today topics.